everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Tamie, welcome. If you like makeup tutorials, makeup reviews, makeup hauls, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you are at the right place and you're welcome. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, and also at the end of the video, please hit the like button because it helps my channel. Let's get into today's video. Today we are going to be talking about my fall, November / maybe a little bit of December makeup basket. I have picked out all the products that I would like to use during this season and try to also use up all the products, all the makeup products that I have in stock that I haven't really gotten my hands on or used. There's some oldies but goodies, and then there's some brand new products that I just received that I kind of want to also try. So let's get started because it is a lot. Let's start with the primers. I'm going to be trying to use in this season, I'm going to be putting in my basket this P. Louise Umber No. 6 eyeshadow primer. Whenever I try to do an eye look, this is what I'll be picking up. And as I'm taking them, I'm moving them into my basket as we speak. I use the same basket that I use for my empties. It's where I'm going to be putting them in. The next primer that I'll be using is for my face, and I have two primers that I pulled out. I'm going to be trying out the TemieBeauty primer moisturizer, and this is amazing. I like it. I've used it about 3 times already and I really enjoy it. The products that I pulled out to be using for my brows, I forgot that I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. This is the dip brow pomade in the shade Ebony, and I'm so glad I looked this up. I looked for this because I still have a lot of this product yet left and I still like it. I guess I just try different products to find which one is more convenient to use, easy to use, and quick. But this was pretty good to use. So this will be part of the product I'll be using for my brows. And I also did pull out the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen, which I received in my FabFitFun, and this one is in the shade Ebony as well. I'm going to be using both of these during this season. Then I also pulled out, whenever I don't use the pomade, I pulled out my Ardell brow glue, the instant lamination lift. I really like it. That's actually what I'm using right now with the brow pen. So these will be my combo. Okay, so the other primer that I'll be using for my face that I'll be adding to my basket is the Estee Lauder Double S Smooth and Blur primer. So this is a really good primer. I really like it. It sort of has like a semi-matte blurring effect as well, and I purposely pulled this out because I want to try it with this new MAC Serumizer. Especially during this winter season, it's gonna get a little dry and cold. I want to be able to still kind of have a bit of a glow from within. So this serumizer has hydrating serum, which helps to balance out the matteness of this primer. So these two together is most likely what I'll be trying to use together when I do use the Estee Lauder. Then I did pull another primer, which is the TemieBeauty Great Skin Primer Priming Moisturizer. So this is like a 2-in-1. Use this in place of your serum, and I believe in place of your moisturizer as well. I'm gonna move on to my foundation. The foundation that I've pulled only 3 of them. First one is the Face Bond. I'm gonna be using the Face Bond in shade 36. I believe I have a video on the 37 and the 36. So I pulled the 36 because I like it better than the 37. I like the 36 better because even though it's a little darker, because I'm gonna be using like concealers and whatnot, it's gonna balance out. And I think I prefer going a little darker than being more red. So the 37 was a little too red for me. If I ever do use it, I'll probably be mixing it with my 36 to kind of get a little bit of a balance. And that's gonna be in my basket. The next foundation that I pulled, I haven't used this in so long, is my Morphe Filter Effect foundation. I haven't used this in so long. And this is Deep 34 Soft Focus Foundation. It's a medium to full coverage, and this foundation is like, it's a really nice foundation. The next foundation that I pulled is my Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. I did a video on this as well, and this has broad spectrum SPF 25. It's a medium, natural, dreamy finish. This is in the shade Rich Deep Neutral Olive. This one gives like a really good coverage as well. I'm so glad I'm pulling some of these products out. That way I could kind of get to use them. These are the 3 foundations that I've pulled out that I'm hoping to use during this season. All right, moving on to, let's do concealer, because when you do foundation, you do concealer. So concealer, I've only pulled out 4 of them. So the first one that I'm gonna talk about is this Revlon Flex Wear Full Coverage 24 hours in the shade. This is in the shade Truffle. This is a full coverage concealer. I have used this a few times. It gives off a little bit more of a neutral, very, very cool undertone, but I can mix it up and, you know, make it work. And then I did pull out my Nyx Vision Cream Cover 2-in-1 Foundation plus Concealer. This is much darker. I don't think I've used this fully. I've only mixed it up with something else because I think it turns out a little too dark to use as a concealer. So I pulled it because I did pull my concealer. It's Nars, and this is in Almond Medium Dark 3. It's a little too bright for me, so I could pair it with like this Nyx to kind of give me a good balance. Then I also pulled out my Kaja. Okay, this is Kaja Flexible Seamless Concealer, and this is in the shade Chai Pudding, number 60. Is it 60 or 9? Probably 60 or 9, I'm not sure. But this is also very bright, can be mixed with the other concealer. Moving on to my eyes. Pulled a couple of mascaras out, but then I also pulled out my mascara base, which is my primer. I have a couple of these. This is the Lancome Seal Booster XL Super Enhancing Mascara Base. It's kind of like a primer for your lashes. And I also pulled my Merit Beauty mascara. I love this mascara. I love the wand. This is in Perfect Black. This is the Lengthening Mascara. Love this consistency. Then I also pulled my Douche. I think it's D-O-U-C-C-E, Douche. Or Douce, I don't know if that's pronounced correctly. This is the Max Lash Volumizer Mascara. So yeah, moving on. I did pull some eye pencils. I love to put eye pencil under my eye. So I pulled my Duce, whatever, eye pencil. This is in black. I don't know if you guys can see. It's an ultra precision eyeliner. And this is in Kohl, actually. It's called Kohl eyeliner. And I love the tip of it. It's really nice. The second eye pencil that I did pick out is actually in the shade But First Espresso. This is a waterproof long-lasting eye gel liner by Essence. Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember when I did my orange eye look? When I did that orange eye look, I used the Essence eye gel liner, and that was in like a white-ish color. I want to try something chocolatey under my eyes instead of just black. So that's something that I want to try. This is brand new. I picked this up at Target the other day and I said, let me give this a try. Next is bronzer or contour / contour. I don't really contour much, but I kind of bronze / contour. And I am going to pull out my Uoma Beauty Double Take Sculpt and Strobe. I'm only using the contour side because I don't really use highlighters like that. So I'm gonna try to use this. Hopefully this still shows up on my skin, because last time I tried it, it seemed like I gotten darker and it wasn't showing up. But I think I'm okay. Even if it doesn't show up, I think you can build it up by just making it more prominent. And then I also pulled out my Beauty Blender Bounce Magic Fit Creamy Bronzer and Highlighter. Like I said, I'm probably not going to use the highlighter, but that's what the highlighter part looks like right there. And this is in the shade Deep Bronze for the highlighter, and the bronzer is in the shade Chocolate. And that's what that one is looking like. I haven't used this in a while, so I pulled it out. Moving on, let's go to blush. Blush that I pulled are Vanessa Myrick's Yummy Skin Golden Hour, which is in this beautiful orange. I love that. I'm wearing that right now. It's very subtle. Always use very light hand with Vanessa Myrick's because it is very pigmented. Along with this that I got from MAC. This is the MAC Glow Play Cushiony Blush, and this is in the shade Pinch of Marrakesh. So this I've been using a lot lately. This is a very beautiful shade. This is like a terracotta shade. It's very, very fall. Perfect for fall. Okay, let me go to the lips. So let's start with the lip glosses and lipsticks. So first of all, the lipsticks that I'm gonna be using or pulling. I did pull this Sephora Cream Lip Stain, and this is in the shade Brownie. It's a very nice shade. I like it. So I pulled this out. Moving on to the next purchase, this Fenty Gloss Bomb Sticks. It's the High Shine Glossy Bomb Sticks or whatever. This is in Sorta Selfish. I've used this a couple of times. This is a very glossy lip product. I like it. I really do. But you gotta be careful because it almost feels like it could melt. But yeah, I like it. So I pulled it out because I want to get to use it more often. Okay, I also got another lip gloss and I'm wearing that right now. This is a Lip Plumper Lip Filler by Essence with cinnamon oil and hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. This is in the shade Pearly Nude Finish. When I did use this, I did feel kind of like peppermint feeling. Not quite, it's plumpy I guess, but not quite plumpy for me because you could feel it maybe the first 5 minutes and then it's gone. But this is the shade though. This is the reason why I bought it, because of this shade. It's very nude pink and it has a bit slight glitter effect to it. Let me reapply because I've been talking and doing a lot. You see, that's how it goes on. But I did use a lip liner, which I'm gonna talk about because I did pull the lip liner that I'm gonna use with it. I like the combination. My lip is gonna stop tingling in a few again. Oops, Alexa. But that's kind of the finish it gives, and I really like it. I'm so glad I picked it up. I picked it up at Target, so yeah, I love that. The other two lip product that I got is my Lancome La Absolute Rouge, I think, in the shade First Kiss or 215. And this is an intimate matte. Love this color. And then I also pulled my Merit Beauty lipstick, and this is in the shade Bespoke. I love this shade. It's also very similar to that Sephora lip stain that I got, so I could probably pair those together. Very similar shades. Look at that. So that is it for the lipsticks, but the lip liners, NYX lip pencil in the shade Espresso, and that's what I'm wearing right now. This is in the shade Espresso. I really like it, but it reminds me of the MAC Chestnut. It's not very deep, but it's also kind of buildable. Yeah, see? Next lip liner, because I'm trying a couple of liners, is this Fenty Beauty Traced Out pencil, lip pencil, and this one is in the shade Browned Out. Now, I had an issue with the way this sharpens. However, TikTok will always help you with like giving you solutions anyway, most of the time. And I've heard that it's hard to sharpen this pencil. However, if you put it in the fridge or a freezer, but I put it in the freezer and it helps with like keeping the pencil a little bit more harder, I guess, so that you can draw with it. Although I believe the product itself is too soft. It seems like it's too soft, but I like the shade. However, I may not repurchase this once I run out because of you have to be doing too much with it. And I also noticed that when I use my sharpener, I have this Urban Decay sharpener that I used to sharpen it with. It doesn't sharpen it well, but then when I use my Mario sharpener, it sharpened it well, better, I guess, to get it to this, because before it would just be getting sharpened all weirdly. Another thing I noticed is that it crumbles quickly. So you gotta be very like gentle when drawing your lip liner with this, because if you don't, it will just crumble. The next lip liner that I did get actually at Ulta is this Swatchu, or is this called Sachu? It's called Sachu. I don't know. It's a lip liner stay peel off lip liner tattoo. I've used this a few times. I feel like it rubs off after a while, but I'll just pull it because I want to kind of get a good use out of it anyways, just to keep using it until I run out. I'm definitely probably not going to repurchase this. You do see the line, so I'm going to try it in a video and just show you guys how it works. So one of those things that TikTok make you buy. You use it to line your lips, let it dry down, then you peel it off, and then you have like a semi-permanent lip liner. For me though, I feel like when I did try it, a few times that I tried it, probably before the end, half of the day, it was gone. I couldn't see it. So there's that. And then finally for the lips, and this is an e.l.f. lip lock pencil in clear. So this helps with keeping your lipsticks to stay on, and this works. This really works. I don't know if the e.l.f. still makes this, but if you wear lipsticks, and I think it says it helps prevent your lipstick and lip gloss and lip liner from feathering or smudging. Facts. I've used this 5 times since I got it. It's really true. It does do that. Had my lipstick on almost all day, even though when you eat it will definitely rub off, but this works. So I pulled it because I want to get a good use out of it. All right, let's move on to, let me do face powders and stuff like that. So I'm pulling out my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the mini version of this, the Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in the shade Deep on number 4. And I use this like all over the face to kind of set the face, I guess. It gives like a little bit of a glow. I'm kind of wearing that over my face right now just to kind of set and reduce the shine, because whenever I do my skincare, it's very glowy. But yeah, I put this over and it gives like a nice soft matte look. The next one that I did get is the powder foundation from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I got this shade 540N. I believe this still works for my skin tone, I hope. All right, moving on to the setting powders. I pulled out both my one size minis, and this is in translucent and then deep dark. I love this powder. Yeah, I pulled this because I want to get a use of them, because I did buy these. I wanted to try them. them and I like them. So these are going into my basket. All right, moving on to eyeshadows. Right now, you probably can't even tell I have shadows on because the shade that I'm wearing is a very skin-like tone, skin tone, and that's this Merit Beauty Solo Shadow in the shade Brun, B-R-U-N. And that's the shade right there. That's such a beautiful color. It's a very pretty eye color. Like if you look at my lid, it's almost like my skin tone, but just a slightly darker brown tone. So I pulled it because I really like this shade. I could actually use this like an everyday eyeshadow look. That's the main reason why I pulled it. So on the days that I'm not looking to wear makeup heavily, I could just throw this on my lid and kind of go on about my day. I found out that I haven't used my half-baked Urban Decay eyeshadow palette in so long. Okay, the other two palettes that I did pull are the Ace Beauty Quintessential eyeshadow palette. I've had this for a while now and I haven't used it in so long. So this is giving fall, right? Isn't it? It's a very pretty warm tones. Yeah, so I pulled that because it's definitely giving me fall. And then I also pulled out my iconic London Heat of the Moment Face and Eye palette. This was in my FabFitFun box. I'm just so excited to pull this, even though it's new and it hasn't been like sitting in my collection for so long, but I am just so excited about it. It's such a pretty palette. Finally, and if I missed anything, I believe I've pulled more than enough products to create a couple of looks. So just go with the flow. Okay. My setting spray. Y'all know I'm like a fan of Urban Decay. So I pulled out my Urban Decay All-Nighter Vitamin C Cactus Flower Water Long-Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. This I'm using right now. I'm also mixing it up with my Tilbury Airbrush Party All Night Stay All Day. This gives like a nice dewy-ish slash satin look finish. And this gives you matte, which I'm wearing both right now. It gives like a subtle glow from within type of look. Okay, so I believe that's everything. And if I miss something, like I said, you know, just go with the flow. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Also hit the like button. If you're not new, hit the like button. It helps the whatever know to push my video out there to other people that would enjoy it. And also if you like, you could share it, but if you at least hit the like button, it tells the algorithm to share my video. So that alone, even if you don't want to share it, just hit the like button. That would be really appreciated. Also subscribe. It would definitely be appreciated. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. I don't know if you guys can hear my kids in the background. My son is talking to his cousin. She lives in Canada and they talk almost every Friday because he doesn't use his iPad during the weekday, and that's how they talk so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but it's always loud. You can hear all of their conversations. All right, guys.